Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect. That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
Well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is. And the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. Young man, you're going to figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're going to figure that out real soon. I said you can go.
All right, guys, today we've got Judge Simpson going head-to-head with a stubborn sovereign citizen who tries to pull every single card from the typical sovereign citizen playbook, and it absolutely does not work out in his favor, as he desperately reaches for any excuse he can find to get himself out of the situation. But Judge Simpson is having none of it, tensions rise fast, and things get extremely heated. So let me know as you're watching whether you think this guy is mentally unwell or just putting on an act, and let's dive in to see exactly how all of this began between this sovereign citizen and Judge Simpson.
I am Tariq Maratari Kade, the executor of the Tariq Maratari Kade Living Trust and the registered owner of the Tariq Maratari Kade Ex Relatione Kingdom Wilson Estate.
Right. So you are appearing here without an attorney. I do have to advise you that you are charged with the offense of fleeing and eluding in the third degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and or a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Additionally, the Secretary of State could suspend your driving privileges for up to a year. Do you understand that, sir?
I comprehend.
Do you understand?
I comprehend, yes.
The court has to further advise you that if you wish to be represented by counsel, the court would ensure that counsel would be appointed to represent you in this matter, and that you would have counsel if you could not afford to hire counsel yourself. I also wish to advise you that the court would be treating you the same as it would the people in this case. There are certain dangers to representing yourself in this matter, in that you will be required to abide by the Michigan court rules, the Michigan rules of evidence, and all of the cases and statutory requirements. You understand that?
I do not.
You do not. What is it about that you do not understand?
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
Sir, I'm not asking anything about your religion. It is irrelevant to me. I am indicating that in this proceeding, you will be required to abide by the rules of this court. Do you understand that?
I'm having a hard time understanding why or how religion doesn't play a role.
How
religion does not play a role.
Religion does not play a role in what I do or what this court does. There are certain rules of this court established by the legislature and the Michigan Supreme Court regarding how these particular proceedings will be conducted. These proceedings will be conducted in accord with those rules. Do you understand that, sir?
Well, according to the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as the international or the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the state and the governments should.
Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect.
This is exactly why I love Judge Simpson so much, just a complete no-nonsense judge who refuses to put up with any of these sovereign citizen shenanigans. And honestly, we need a lot more of that because I swear half the judges I post on my channel are way too soft on these people, while sovereign citizens really think they can just talk their way out of any situation. Yet you can clearly see this guy doesn't even understand what he's saying, he's just mentally reading from some script and grasping at straws trying to get the case dismissed, which is honestly insane when you think about the lengths these people will go to just to avoid accountability, like they've never even heard of the law, and I honestly blame the schools because they really don't teach us anything. But the US legal system is based on facts, not whatever nonsense they're spewing about sovereign immunity or freedom from authority. And while these guys are mostly harmless, it does make you wonder whether we should start taking sovereign citizens more seriously in today's world or just let them keep entertaining us, because at this point they're basically a circus show. But let me know what you guys think.
Oh, I am an indigenous person.
No.
So I do have
Sir, what you're about to state is incorrect.
well,
If you were on indigenous lands, if that's where you're going, then maybe you might be right. As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. We are not on indigenous lands subject to indigenous or tribal rules.
Is there
You
a
are
law?
subject to the rules of the Michigan Supreme Court as they are promulgated, both in terms of procedure and evidence. Do you understand that that's what's happening, sir?
I do not.
What is it that you do not understand?
I don't understand.
Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you are unable to establish or understand what I'm saying, and go through this with you again, I have to assume that there may be some reason why you don't understand. This court will take precautions to protect your rights, and I will be sending you for a competency evaluation to make sure that you are competent to stand trial and to stand in these proceedings.
Well, I would agree to a competency if the prosecution as well as the court and the officers agree to take a competency.
That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
I'm not making.
Defendant is ordered for a forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for July 25th, 2024. At what time? At 9 a.m. Now, sir, I'm going to ask you this
Yes, sir.
because it's going to depend on where you may be staying for a period of time. If they send you information as to when you have your forensic interview,
Yes, sir.
are you going to cooperate and attend that interview?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
Pardon?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
No. It's not how it works.
I can literally feel Judge Simpson about to explode right now because I've seen him erupt before, and trust me, this guy is dangerously close to catching a contempt charge. You can see it written all over the judge's face as he struggles to keep it together while this idiot just keeps pushing and pushing. And honestly, it feels like this dude must have eaten paint for lunch because I'm losing brain cells just listening to him speak. He is completely out of his depth, and you can tell the judge is simply waiting for the perfect moment to bring the hammer down. So this guy seriously needs to watch his mouth before Judge Simpson sends him straight to jail. But let's dive back in and see if he keeps pushing his luck.
I'm asking you, are you voluntarily going to cooperate?
I say yes.
Pardon?
I mean, under it, yeah. I mean, is this what are, excuse me, what are you relaying to in regard? What are you insinuating in regards to where I will stay for a time?
I'm going to make sure that we are going to have our forensic interview done. I've ordered a forensic interview. I am asking you whether or not, when given notice of that interview, whether or not you are going to voluntarily cooperate in that interview.
I will take the interview.
Excuse me?
I will take the interview.
Anything from the people?
With the court, ask the people to prepare the order for the competency.
Yes, please prepare the order for that. Is that your address, sir?
Excuse me? That's correct.
All right. All right, very good.
And so I will send a copy to that address.
Very good. All right. This time then bond is continued.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, can I get that date again, please, sir? If I can put it in my calendar.
July 25th. You were supposed to, so I'm assuming you're waiving it. You were supposed to file your motion with.
I did.
the court.
I filed it.
When did you file it?
I brought it in today.
Do we have it?
I gave it, I mean, it was stamped and everything. I gave it to the reception.
Why didn't you file it before today?
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what you
additional week.
stated at the last hearing.
Well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day. Young man, you're gonna
That's
figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're gonna figure that out real soon. Do they have it?
I have not received a response yet.
Since I'm sending in for a competency, I can't hear that. I can't hear his motion in any event. So I won't hear his motion at this time. He'll have to refile it timely if he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond continue. He can go. What?
I didn't get the last part that you said. The bond continued and what?
I said you can go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I posted the second half of this video a while back, so make sure to check that out if you want to see the follow-up to this idiot's hearing. But honestly, if Judge Simpson gave me the death stare after asking all those dumb questions, I'd be shaking in my boots, because if I were this guy, my entire approach would be completely rethought the next time I stepped into a courtroom. But sovereign citizens in general have a massive ego problem, since I feel like a lot of them know they're wrong yet will never admit it, and while there are definitely some who genuinely believe this nonsense, for others like the guy we just watched, it really feels like pride is the only thing stopping them from backing down even when it's crystal clear they're out of line, which is honestly wild when you see how far they'll go just to avoid being held accountable. And speaking of accountability, let's talk about Judge Simpson for a second, because he's doing exactly what the law is supposed to do by keeping people in check, and I genuinely wish more judges acted like him, since way too many are far too soft in my opinion, especially when it comes to sovereign citizens, because we need more judges like Simpson who are willing to drop the hammer instead of letting these people get away with constant nonsense. And just imagine if we sent all of them to an island or a jail where they couldn't annoy the court system anymore, because the world would probably be a better place, and it really all starts with the judges stepping their game up. But let me know what you guys thought about this whole court hearing, since it was pretty entertaining, even though this guy's argument was just the usual religious talking points we've all seen before, so nothing too crazy at this point. Yet it's still ridiculous watching them clog up the court system. And if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, because I post every single day. I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you guys, and take care.